Hey guys, Colbert here. Welcome to another Raid Shadow Legends video. Guys, in this one we'll be going over Payne's account and rebuilding his arena team. So his arena team needs to be a blender team. What the blender team is, guys, if you haven't seen my previous videos on the blender team, go check it out. But very quickly, it's a speed booster, arbiter in this situation. Then we have an all ally attack champion like a Longbeard, which is the best one actually for this kind of build and team. So his all ally attack gives you a 20% damage bonus, which is amazing. And then we have the two champions that have an A1 AoE attack. The best ones, in my opinion, are Skull Crown and Sinesha, which have abilities that synergize with each other. So Skull Crown double hits with her A1 on targets over 50% health, and then Sinesha double hits with her A1 on targets with under 50% HP. But Big Gun will do the same kind of thing, guys, because he does have that A1 that's an AoE. He actually just double taps on a single target and then just does an AoE attack if the attack is critical. So we are going to build him with 100% crit and as much damage as we can. This is the good thing about the blender team, guys. The damage dealers don't need any speed. The only champions that need speed are going to be Arbiter, which we usually put our best speed in, and she's already built like that. I've checked the gear, and she's already built with the most amount of speed we can at 286. We might be able to boost this banner by a bit, but there's only like one glyph here. Hopefully we get a +3. No, +2. That's okay. That's our speed, guys. So 288. We can't boost our speed anymore, unfortunately. And then the next up is going to be Longbeard, which we need a specific amount of speed for this to work and not get cut in. Because, guys, it's not only the clan boss teams that need speed tuning, it's also the arena teams that need speed tuning. And that's because if you're not speed tuned so that once your speed booster boosts everyone, your second champion should immediately go uninterrupted. To do that, you need to be speed tuned. The way we build that is we need a calculator. Again, good thing is it's available on Deadwood Jedi's website. So Longbeard will be built through there. So we are at 288 currently with arbiters, so we need a speed to be built on Longbeard. Before we go through that though, just want to say that the best sets usually for a blended team, in my opinion, are immunity sets on Longbeard and the 2 damage dealers because of torment teams and teams that apply debuffs on your team. So the immunity sets will help you just resist any kind of debuffs for the first 2 turns that the buffs are active. So a torment will not be able to freeze you if there's one against you. If you don't have the immunity sets, it's fine. You're just going to have a bit of trouble versus the torment teams because you're going to get some freezes here and there, which are going to limit your damage and not be able to kill that torment in the end. But if we can get Longbeard with immunity set, I'll be happy as long as at least one of them is with immunity sets. The damage immunity sets are much harder to get. So I won't expect to have the damage sets on this account with immunity. At least the speed, because it's only speed that we need here with Longbeard, we can probably get it because I saw that he did farm some Fahrenheit. So I'll quickly show you the zombies calculator on Deadwood Jedi's website. So here's Zombie Lord's arena calculator, guys. I've already put Arbiter in there with 288 speed right there. She has the lead speed there, the speed aura bonus for her lead, and she will also be using her A3 immediately. 2 sets of speed, Lore of Steel, yes. So she does have a calculated speed of 321. If somebody's against us with 320 speed and no speed lead, just 320 speed, let's say the enemy team's fastest champion is, then yes, we'll be going first. If not, if there's an enemy arbiter with even just a bit more speed than us, 289, because of her lead, she'll be faster than us just because of how both of the champions auras work. It's the same champion, so we'll have the one with the most speed, even displayed on the character sheet, is going to have more speed. So that's it. We've got 321 speed. So the second champion that needs to be in tune is going to be Longbeard. We're not going to put here on third and fourth champion the AoE champion because that's not needed. We don't care about their speed. We only care about Longbeard's speed, and that's it. So Longbeard's speed needs to be at 221 to be in sync. So we'll try to get that as high as possible. So 230 maybe. And the way we do that is we just roll the gear and then we just put it, and that's it. But guys, just today, Hell Hades posted a new raid optimizer tool. It's still on beta, so I'm not going to be doing a full length tutorial on this. So The raid artifact optimizer tool just basically goes through your account, saves all your artifacts and where they are, and then you can just go through them immediately with the optimizer. I'll show you right now. This is the optimizer. I've already have Longbeard right here. So this is the optimizer. After you go through a few of the steps, you'll see that the sets that we want to have are speed, immunity, and divine speed. And then the stats we want to have is 221 speed here. And then we'll just click optimize, and you guys are going to see that this will give us a good amount of sets that we can possibly have on Longbeard with 221 speed at least. So we have 228 speed right there. Let's see this. So if we unequip these champions and their gear, then we'll have the 228 speed. So I'm not going to do a full tutorial just yet because I want to try this tool more for you guys. I'm just showing what I'm going to be using for this video. It kind of goes through all your gear and then lists it out. It's still on beta, so that's why, as I said, I'm not going to be showcasing the full thing right now. Once I know exactly how it works and just know how to show it to you guys with, showcase everything that this tool provides, then I'll do that. But for now, this tool is so good. I'm really amazed that this tool was actually even possible. I think recently because of the Plarium Play client changes, that's why it's possible. But I'm no software developer, so I might be wrong. We'll re-gear our champions, get immunity sets hopefully on Longbeard, just re-roll those, and then go over and reroll the gear for the damage dealers, and I'll show you guys the end result and how the team actually operates and farms. Because guys, the Blender team is the best team to farm arena medals as efficiently as possible. So let's just start with that. Okay guys, we're back. We changed all the gear on Payne's account. We didn't really touch Arbiter because she had the best speed possible on this account, so 288 if you guys remember. And then Longbeard, we did change it. We tried to get immunity, but we stopped halfway through because the immunity gear wasn't there in terms of speed. We couldn't reach over 220, I think was what we wanted, 222. So I did just keep this weapon with 9 speed. Once I reached over 220, almost 240 here, guys, I just stopped because there's no point in getting more speed. We could try and get critical rate gloves instead, but still the speed critical rate gloves are not there yet. So 240 on the speed for Longbeard, that's what he needs basically. We do have a Lore of Steel right here, so he gains that extra bit of stats, guys, just through those masteries. You see that we get +3 speed, which is not bad actually when you're trying to get those small boosts to your speed to reach the maximum potential possible. So Big Gun, if you guys remember his stats, now we are at 97% critical rate. I know that's not 100%. I tried to get it to 100%, but I just couldn't. I was sacrificing too many stats for it. So guys, we're at 5,000 attack, 97% crit rate, and 235 critical damage. He is hitting hard. I've already tried him out, and he's just wrecking champions left and right. And then attack percent on the chest and boots is essential for him to get the best, the best out of the big gun that we have right now. Critical damage, 80% here, the maximum possible out of a glove. With critical rate substat, we try to get as much critical rate substat as possible. And 2 cruel set bonuses right there, guys. So we get the attack percentage, which is great. And then we get the ignore 5% enemy defense bonus as well. So here is where maybe the new set would be good, guys. The new set that gives us 5% crit rate and also 15% attack. So if I had those two sets, 2 pieces of that set, I could get that extra 5% and go over 100%. So I would be on the safe side in terms of critting. Even if we don't crit, I think he's still gonna hit his enemy and just do a ton of damage, but we need that AoE. So if we can get 100% in the future, then it's gonna guarantee us that, big hit with his A1, since it does the AoE only if the first attack is critical. So the bad thing about that, it's if we just get that bad 3% RNG, we're not gonna crit, and it's gonna be ugly, I think. But then Sinesha, guys, we did manage to get over 100% crit, 3,000 attack, and 211% critical damage. It's very hard to gear up Sinesha because she does require much more gear than other champions. She's not an attack-based champion. She's a support. So 892 base attack, and then with all attack percent on chest and boots, 60% on both of them. We barely reached 3,000 attack. But of course, guys, there's a ton of room for improvement here. Like for example, this ring right here only has one attack percent substat right there, and we barely have many glyphs right here to boost it. So I'm gonna boost it. Although I try to save the glyphs for when I have double rolled or triple rolled gear. That's why I do personally my account. Like the 1% here is okay. We might get over 3,000 now if I could just clip it once more. But then again, we have the banner. That's also an issue right here. I couldn't find an attack banner with attack percent, not even an attack banner just by itself. So this one was the best that we can. So now we'll probably go over 3,000. There we go. And that's it really. We're over 3,000 attack right now and 100% crit, over 200% critical damage. She's there to finish off the other champions. That's it. Let's go over and see the actual team and how it does. Because you guys, if you haven't seen a blender before, you're going to be surprised on how this works. So let's do a refresh. He's got a ton of refills. So on a blender team, always Sinesha in the end here. Never Sinesha here and then Bigan on the back or even here, because Sinesha will be going first in terms of attack order. So I'll show you guys how it's going to be different. I don't even know if we're going to win or not. So I'm going to put this on 1x so you guys see it in action. So we boost. You're going to see Sinesha attacking and then Bigan attacking, like right in the end and doing his thing. So we even have one left standing. So I should have stopped it, but to show you guys. But see how different it's gonna be now when we have a full team against us, but instead with the order correct as Sinesha in the end. You're gonna see how different it's gonna be with Sinesha in the end. I'm gonna leave it at 1x. So you see the order of champions moving. So Longbeard is always gonna go there. You see Bigan attacking a bit late, but he's not really late, guys. He is just walking over there, but the attack order is Bigan first and then Sinesha. So if it was like before, Sinesha would have gone and then Bigan would have gone after, 20 minutes. If you guys remember how long it took for him to run. So let's just leave it at this. Let's put it on 2x and see how quickly this team can farm through a list of 10 enemies. So there we go. There's a shield here. So boom, disappeared. Even with all those shields against us, we just disappeared them. Let's just refresh the list so we get nice. We've got a good amount of champions right here against us. Let's just go through them and see if we can farm. At least 70% is a good win ratio. It used to be the case that 90% was what you needed, but we're just cruising through. So far, we're being the fastest. We haven't found a team where the speed booster would go first. See, Lysandra would have gone first if she was a little bit faster, but we are faster in this kind of setup. There we go. We just clear them out. Just do this as well. Actually, I'm gonna go against speed leads so you guys see potentially when we go second. There's this nice stun there. We didn't really even try to get a stun. This one is a much tankier team, so with Miscreant Monster there in the lead. But yeah, these guys wouldn't have killed us, even if they took a turn, really. So let's try and find a speed lead against us. There it is. This one is gonna be tough. Okay, so this one has a pretty good setup right here. We might even lose this, but it's gonna be a good test of our gearing. So speed boost there. There it is. See, they are indeed faster than us, but then we interrupted them because they weren't exactly speed tuned, but they were speed tuned enough for Maneater to go second. So Maneater is probably geared for a clan boss, so he's probably 240, 250 speed. That's why he went immediately. But the other two champions are not geared and speed tuned correctly. If they were speed tuned correctly, then Madame Series would go, and then finally Trunda would have gone. With the proper speed tune, I wouldn't be able to get now a turn. Unfortunately, being with a team such as this, such as a blended team against a team with 4 unkillable buffs, you're just going to see that we're going to take their health down to 0. But probably Trunda is just going to wreck us here. Yeah. Unless we really strong there and to survive the Trunda, we can't really survive a defense down there from Trunda. But we did we did get the interrupt there. So our speed tune works, and we did manage to get the full setup in there. So Arbiter did get her turn, and then Longbear did get his turn before anybody else. So here we're first because there's no speed lead against us. Let's see, against all those shields, we do manage to kill the threat there. Foley, after probably Chris, both his shield set and his passive. So pretty good, if you could ask me. So if you had a different setup right here, guys, and we were still speed tuned on the team before us, and we had something that removes buffs, we would be able to remove that unkillable buff and actually kill the enemy team. So on a blended team, though, you just want to farm the teams extremely fast, get those gold medals. That's really what you're trying to go for. Like, get those quick 2-second fights. Honestly, 2-second fights, and that's gonna be it. So 2 seconds right there on the clock. I know it's a bit more because of the loading times, but instead of having 2-minute fights, 2-second fights instead, and just farm those medals. That's why I love the blended team. That's why I still use it on my main account. I just farm through those medals, get my great hull upgraded, and get those level 10 upgrades as soon as I can. So there it is. It took a bit longer, but of course, because they survived a bit more. So overall, you'll see my battle log right here. Look at the attack. There's one loss there, and no other losses, because I was trying out the blended team just to see if anything. But yeah, I think it's just a great team to have, and it does pay out to have a blended team instead of something else in terms of farming fast and getting those points. Guys, thanks a lot for watching this video. If you like this video, leave a like down below, subscribe if you haven't already, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya.